Hello everyone, welcome back to a review here on the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the article I got from 2026 Singles Case B, Marlon clutches Mckay. And also, happy holidays! You might have noticed that in the background I have the Funko Pop SpongeBob and Patrick. I also have the 5 Christmas mini races displayed on the little plain runaway piece, so the holidays are starting up very soon. In fact, they've already started. Christmas is just only like a week away, so I'm very hyped about it. Hopefully I can get some good stuff out, even though there's really nothing but those offering for 2026. But regardless of all that, let's just take a look at Marlon's packaging. So as you can see, we have his nice card art on the same red as packaging we've been getting since 2022. We have the Cars logo, name tag, the diecast itself, and he is from the first Cars movie, so good job Mattel. We have other cars such as Brad Miller, Holland Gas, Dexter Hoover with Checkered Flag, The King, Todd Marcus, and Ralph Collo, who I also reviewed from Case B, so I'll leave the link to him in the description below if you're interested in checking that review out. So yeah, that about does it for the packaging, and I'll be right back with Marlon all opened up. Alright, so here's Marlon out of the package, and I gotta say, he's looking very intense. You know, he's one of those people that takes his job quite seriously. But first, let's show a quick picture of where he appeared in the first Cars movie, which is a background character who does not speak, but I do believe he's one of those security guards to make sure the races go about as smoothly as possible, and like any crazy fans aren't coming into the stadium. Now for his releases, he's been released quite a few times. His most recent release before 2026 was in 2022 with the Red Behind the Blisters. Then he was released in 2021, and then before that he was released in 2019 and 2013, I believe. And then I think in 2010 he might have got a release there, but you know it's been released pretty frequently, so it's not one of the more exciting ones to bring back. But I mean, I never really had him, even though he was released in 2022, so it's nice to finally have this character after all this time, and be made back in China again. Now taking a look at his expression, like I mentioned, he is very determined. Like you can even barely see his eyes, like he is just squinting. And he kind of has like this little curve in the mouth where one side of it goes up and the rest of it goes down, which is pretty fun. Very exaggerated expression, but I like that. We have his headlights there. His grill outlined this nice grayish silver trim. Of course, his logo does read security, and that actually looks pretty clear. You know, it doesn't look too blurry as most new China releases come along. This is one of the better China releases we've taken a look at on the channel. Zoom out a little bit. He does have his wheels, which are on silver, and then this trim. That doesn't look as good. It looks a little sloppy, but you know, it's still fine. Of course, he has the Piston Cup Racing Series official logo here. Also, the security logos on the side. It's in black now to contrast the white background rather than the white on the black background. Pretty cool with the door handles here. The side view mirrors, which are not painted, but they have the indent to look like they're painted in. Of course, we have a yellow roof light, very transparent. You can see inside. We also have the security logo, which you can actually feel that if you feel the closet. It's kind of engraved in the body. Pretty cool. Of course, we have the same security logo in the back in white, contrast of black. We also have the tail lights here, very nicely detailed. You can see some red in the middle with the orange on the left, on either sides. And this side is exactly the same, yep, exactly the same. The logo does look a little fuzzy. Yeah, this one looks a little better. I feel like this logo here looks a little fuzzy, but it still looks good. We have a security logo, which is actually engraved on the other side. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, so it's really actually you can feel the security logos all throughout them, which is pretty nice actually. And here is the base. We're 2655 EAA, so the 265th day of 2025 at the EAA factory. To the big sum made in China. and copyright Mattel. So yeah, that about does it for Marlon here. He's a pretty nice release. Probably not my favorite of the ones I've reviewed so far, but he's a very good character for background. You know, there's multiple of him in the movie, so you could just grab a bunch and just make them your official Piston Cup team. Of course, before we head out, I do want to compare him to some other cars. So there's Charlie Checo. This is the old China version of him, so you're gonna see some differences here. Yeah, Charlie's another one whose model is quite exaggerated, like kind of being like, slim in the front and the back kind of being hoisted up a little bit. Yeah, this guy, Marlon, also has that kind of issue too. Well, not even an issue, it's kind of funny. Just like quirks on him. He's a very unique model. They do have some roof lights, but Charlie is a little bit more foggier. You can definitely see a little more clearly inside of Marlon's. Of course, he is the official pace car for the Piston Cup, whereas Marlon's just a simple security car. But they both have the same logos. And yeah, I will say you can read the Piston Cup Racing Series logo a lot better on Charlie than you can on Marlon. Especially the Racing Series, yeah, you cannot read that at all. Yeah, if I didn't know that said Racing Series, I don't even think I would have guessed that. And the blue is slightly different. Marlon's a little lighter, Charlie is a little, ooh, sorry, I zoomed out a little too much. There you go. Pretty cool. Just for last and Googles, just want to show them off next to Sheriff. You know, I mean, they're nothing alike a model, but just thought I'd show them. Be funny. The model's pretty heavy though. Very hefty diecast. And just want to show them off next to McQueen. We kind of have to. He's very skinny. I'm going to extend the McQueen. And tall too. Yeah, that about does it for the comparisons. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more upcoming content. See you all next time. Until then, this is Joe Quicktire, signing out.